Anna Kasparian has been talking a lot of smack lately. Smackety smack, 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 smackety smack. About how she's going to beat me in a race. I mean, here we are, right back at it, you know? It's like Jill Pike redo all over again, right? All right, Anna, go ahead. Step up to the mic for a second. Go ahead. Go ahead. We'll do it more when you come on here, but just let's start the ball rolling. Now, you're claiming what? You could beat me in a sprint, and you could beat me in long distance. Are these the claims?
Long distance for sure.
Okay, right.
For sure.
Yes. Okay. But also,
I'm not even trying to be like a brat or conceited or anything like that. I just think that I could beat you in a distance race.
And you're very confident in that?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident.
Okay. Because you're an athlete, right?
Okay. What, you think it's impossible for a woman to be an athlete?
No, I hear you're an athlete. Is that what you are?
I'm not, look. You guys laugh every time I say this, but like I said, I was a ballerina for 17 years. Ballerinas have amazingly strong legs.
Whatever.
You know what? There's only one way to find out, and it's by actually racing me. So let's just do the damn thing.
I know. So the reason I brought it up is because she off air yesterday, talk. She's so I can't possibly win. First she started, I can't possibly win the 100-yard dash. Then she went to, I can't possibly win the mile competition. Then she backed off of the 100-yard dash a little bit, right? But here's how I knew she was delusional. She was like, I don't know if I could beat JR, but I'm pretty sure I could beat Cenk. JR, you know, you never really gave, or we skipped past it and I realized I wanted to come back to you. You never gave an official prediction on who's going to win between me and Anna. You were saying she's more determined, but you didn't give a prediction.
I don't believe that I should endorse any candidate at this point. I mean, I haven't looked too closely at your campaigns yet, so I'm gonna get a chance to step back and actually assess and talk to you.
Listen, she might win the small races, but she can't win the big races you need to win the overall race. You just can't do it. And if we were gonna have a race at 3 in the morning, who do you want to put on his sneakers? She's giving me that look like, oh, I'm going to kick your ass.
She's fired up, man.
She is fired up. Here she comes again. What happened?
No, you don't understand. Like, at first it was like, oh, I would really, really want to beat Cenk. So, yeah, I have willpower. But all of you guys talking crap, it's like giving me fuel. You don't understand. Like, it would be the most embarrassing thing in the world if I lost. So at this point, I don't care if, like, my entire body's cramping up. I'm going to keep running, and I'm going to be running hard.
Well, whether you lose, I mean, yes, you can, but it's not really whether you can, it's whether you will, and yes, you will.
You're so done. Whatever, I'm going to beat you.
All right, you keep trying.
Welcome to Loker Stadium at USC, everybody. It is Judgment Sunday 2, The Reckoning. And we all know what happened on Judgment Sunday 1 when Cenk Uygur raced Jill Pike.
Somebody's getting pregnant. It looks like me, but it didn't turn out that way.
Oh, that's so funny.
Woo!
It was, to be fair, a blowout. It was the 49ers and the Broncos. It was Tyson versus Spinks. It was the U.S. versus Grenada. Am I right? Yeah! Baby? Yeah! Okay! Go! All right. But this time, a different race and a different opponent, Anna Kasparian. She's an Armenian who not only wants to beat Cenk, she wants to literally kill him. We're getting close to the start of Judgment Sunday 2 here on June 1st in Los Angeles. And you know, June in L.A., typically referred to as June gloom, when a smog-induced haze hovers over this fair city like a dirty, disgusting, bacteria-filled blanket. But today, the sun is out, and the question, will it shine brightly on the hyper-competitive, overly aggressive Cenk Uygur, or his cagey, I've never heard of the Rolling Stones challenger Anna Kasparian? We'll find out when we come back for Judgment Sunday 2. Anna today not only runs for herself, but with the entire weight of the Armenian genocide. But in this case, will this Armenian's Jen be on her side? She's much younger, and as we all know, much thinner. Anna, you were cagey this week. You wouldn't reveal your times. You heard Jenk and I talking about times in the mile, 9 minutes, 8 minutes, quality times. And you wouldn't reveal, but you had clearly timed yourself.
Right.
This airs after he's gone. I will not speak to him.
Okay.
Did that make you more confident?
Much more confident.
What did you run in?
6 minutes.
Motherfucker.
I'm ready, baby.
You ran in 6 minutes?
I'm ready. Yes, I did. I pushed really hard, and afterwards I felt like crap. But I know that when it really comes down to it, while I'm competing, I will do whatever it takes to beat his ass, no matter how much pain I'm in. There's no way a man his size is going to intimidate me in a 1 mile race. I love Jenk, but it's just the truth.
I think we've all picked up some information here. You have no chance of losing this, do you?
No. Unless something terribly, terribly wrong happens, but...
Like an injury.
Right, and there won't be an injury.
Well, obviously, if an injury, that,
Right.
you know. Now, we were speaking earlier. This is not just for you, is it?
It's for my people.
This is a chance to strike back at the Ottoman Empire.
It is.
Essentially, and say, no more genocide.
Right, he is the modern-day leader of the Young Turks, correct?
He is, yeah.
And I gotta do this for my people.
In many ways, it's almost as if you came into the show and joined the staff here, sort of almost as if you were a spy, almost as if this is your chance to sort of undermine Turkish strength and strike back a victory for Armenia.
Right.
Jank, during our pre-race interview, you told me that you don't really look forward to these events, that you tend to get a little nervous, a little wound up.
Yeah, I basically hate that. I get totally nervous. I'm totally nervous now, and I can't stand doing this, and I don't know why I agreed to it.
We all sense that Anna Kasparian is no Jill Pike. Jill, who we love, is what we like to refer to in this business as a quitter. I sense that you don't feel that holds true with Anna.
No. My only hope is that she's a girl. That's all I'm banking on.
Right. Was there any training for the mile?
Of course not. I haven't run in a week. I'm sick. But the sickness has an advantage. One, of course, it gives me an excuse if I lose. So that's perfect.
Which you've already brilliantly laid the groundwork for here.
Yeah, I mean, I've been laying the groundwork all week, and I haven't worked out for a week. So it might actually have an effect, but probably not.
Because your legs are strong.
I think so. And he might give me fresh legs. Who knows? But I did bring this. I brought a prop.
Oh, nice.
Okay. This is for blowing my nose, which I'm going to have to do in a second. And if Anna loses, it's to wipe away her tears. I have both a serious strategy and a non-serious strategy. The first non-serious strategy is if I'm actually blowing her away, I will backpedal. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
So that's nice.
Classy.
Yeah, classic, right. But I don't expect that that's going to happen. So here, I'll share my serious strategy with you. She's not listening, right? Okay. I'm going to try to blow her away in the beginning, use the Jill Pike strategy, intimidate her. Okay. If that doesn't work, which I suspect it won't, then I'm going to try to hang on for dear life right behind her. And then
Sprint past her.
And then I'm hoping in the fourth lap, that's when I turn it on, and that I hope I can sprint faster than her at that.
Yeah, it's like talking to Sebastian Coe. All right.
I don't even know who that
I
is.
know. Of course not. Wendy, you've made the puzzling decision to spend the rest of your life with Jenk. Are you worried about his health?
Oh, totally.
You are.
Yeah.
Do you think he has any chance to win this?
No.
All right, fair enough. Thank you. Our sense here is that Jenk does not realize what he's gotten himself into. Do you think that's the case?
What would give you that idea?
That he's talking about running like 8 or 8.5 minutes. And
That's cute for 5th graders, 6th graders. That's pretty good. So I think she's pretty much got this one in the bag here. So let's just see what happens here. But I love how he's already prepped himself. I'm sick, not feeling too good today and all that good stuff. So just in case. But so let's see what happens.
he's been prepping that body for loss for 38 years.
This is correct. So I just disappointed that we forgot the tutu at home. That's all. So let's see what happens, though, man.
Oh, I hate this! I'm not even sure somebody's getting pregnant tonight.
The ground rules, no hitting below the belt.
Okay.
If I come in and break up the race, that's it. You break up the race. You don't keep running. Is that clear?
That's clear. I got it.
Clear with you?
Yeah, whatever.
All right, shake hands. Let's have a good race. Runners on your marks. Set. Race. They're practically sprinting. They're not going to make it. Cenk is definitely not going to make it. Anna is working so hard. Here we go. Anna's open. Now they've settled in a little bit here. They've realized the hideous error of their ways. They're coming up to a minute here as they come around the quarter turn. I don't know what the hell they call that. Cenk staying with her, but I don't know whether he's going to have the endurance. And Cenk, do we have a new leader? Cenk is taking the lead. Just a quick reminder, you have to do this 3 more times. And now Cenk's intimidation tactic, he's trying to make it happen. He's opened up a big lead. Can Cenk Uygur run a 6-minute mile? I don't know, man. He may have he may have cracked her. He may have cracked her. Let's talk to Ladis. Ladis, come over here. Has he cracked her spirit by coming out of the gate surprisingly strong?
I will say something though. We actually had to stop on the way over here because she wasn't feeling good, but that's fine.
And the excuses begin on the other side. They're running obviously this one considerably slower.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing. I'm around about 3 minutes right here. We're not even past the second lap. Whoa, you gotta keep going!
Anna has
Keep going! Keep going! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
This is
Go!
3:12.
Let's go! Get up and run!
I know she can do it.
I think he's not going to crack.
I don't think he's gonna crack, but she is already giving up. Nah, I don't want her to.
No, of course not. Nobody wants her to.
Come on.
You can do it. You can do it.
I can't do it. I stop. I can't.
What's the matter?
You okay? We have a development. We have a development. And we have a winner by a technical knockout. And Cenk will continue the lonely run. The Judgment Sunday has delivered the exact same judgment. Judgment Sunday 2 has delivered the exact same judgment as Judgment Sunday 1. Girls are weak. What is it? He has a commitment to athletic competition that few have. I mean, he will commit to competing.
Right. Well, this morning I thought Anna was going to win, but all along I thought Cenk was going to win because of what you just said. He competes, and when you get in race day, things happen, but you got to plow through them.
And nobody plows through better than Cenk Uygur.
Keep going.
That's 3. He's got 1 more. Oh, he's high stepping. Time.
Official time is 7:30.
7:32. 7 minutes and 32 seconds.
So glad she didn't finish.
Could you have run faster?
I could have run faster. It would have killed me. Today was not a good day for me. Turns out this was her best shot. She really blew it.
The consensus on the pit row is you won it on the sprint out of the gate.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you exactly how it broke down. When she sprinted out, I thought, uh-oh, I'm going to lose this thing. That's the first thing I thought I had. So remember, my strategy was to blow away in the beginning. and she kind of blew me away. And I was trying to stay with her, and then when she started slowing down right around there, I was like, uh-oh, she's in trouble. She's already slowing down. And I passed her, and I was sucking some serious wind. I could do a lot better than that. And then when I saw that I opened up a big lead, I thought, time to lap her. Only I was sucking so much wind in that second lap. So when she stopped, I was like, oh, thank God. Because today was definitely not my best day. And if she'd run the whole way, I'd have beat her. Obviously, given what happened, I'd have definitely beat her. But it would have killed me. And she had a shot at it today.
What happened, baby?
Well, I'm not going to make excuses. He is fast. He definitely deserved to win, but I was stupid by sprinting like that in the beginning, because as soon as I did that, I pushed myself too hard and pulled a hamstring. But Cenk is really fast. He probably would have won anyway. My strategy was to intimidate him by starting out really fast, and then I was going to go into a good pace. But as soon as I started slowing down, I realized my hamstring was hurting.
You can't out-intimidate the intimidator. You just had to run your race. Because if you run 6, 6.5, if you ran 7, I don't think he could have knocked 30 seconds off his time.
I used up probably 80% of my energy in that first 100 yards because I was like, I gotta come out on top, and I messed it up.
You think now if you ran a 6-minute race, if you ran a 6.5 minute mile, you could have won this?
Yeah, if I would have done what I was trained to do, I probably would have, but I burnt out all my energy by trying to intimidate him in the beginning, and in the process, I even injured myself. So, but you know what? I'm gonna give it to him. He's really, really fast.
Well, I didn't think it was possible, boys and girls, here on Judgment Sunday too. But the one thing that many of us here in the track and field world never thought possible, all of a sudden, something happened today that made Jill Pike look like a professional runner.